So, hi everyone, we are here again. This is our one more day towards the betterment of self, and in this video, we are going to take a further forward step towards our growth. And today's conversation is going to revolve around one of my experience that I want to tell and discuss with you, so that you can also realize or also get to know regarding the aspect that I want to tell, and you can also experiment this. And if you have already experimented this, then you can also uh, refine or polish your ideas by comparing it with mine. So here is an experiment, or you can say an mm, an aspect of something that is promoted or promulgated by various teachers or the scholars. Here I am talking about what is the right time to study. Most of us uh, first with this uh, aspect, we don't know what is the right timing so that we can study and we can make it a progressive time, a time where we learn with efficiency and with focus. Okay, so the question is what time to study. See, this is going to be a student friendly topic, and as I am a student, so I'm just going to take those aspects which a student face uh, more often, and the center of this topic is my experience. No, Sunny, I don't know why this happened, but uh, I just don't like disturbances. Okay, sorry to disrupt, sorry to discontinue. So we were talking about right time to study. See, I have tried to study late nights also, as well as from recent since for recent days I have been studying in the morning time, and I would discuss what I was feeling or what was my productivity when I was studying in the light night time, and what has changed when I shift or when I switched the timings. See, there was a kind of time where I decided that I would study late nights, because that timing or the environment there at night is quite silence, and nobody disturbs us, no noise we face, and we think like we can study with focus and preciseness. So my approach was led by the same aspiration. 3 or 4 days it went quite well, because I have been studying whole nights. I mean, there was time there where I have been studying kind of from 10 or 10:30 p.m. to 6 a.m., 7 a.m., sometimes 8 a.m. So you can you may be thinking that this whole night I had been studying. But let me tell you one thing. I did study for whole night, but the productivity of mine was very meager. It was very meager. It was about, the things that I had been doing or I had been completing in whole night. I could do those topics within 2 or 3 hours. I mean, at one night, at one moment, I spent whole night to just write 3 or 4 pages. See, this was the productivity when I was studying late nights. But I continued it. 1 minute, please. But I continued it for several days. I have seen a little increase in productivity, but it was rated. 1 minute. So okay, I have seen a little bit increase in the productivity, but as said, it was little. It was meager. So finally, uh, after fed up, I decided again. I'm very sorry, but I don't have any option. I had to close the window, shut the windows, because um, people are going here and there. They are passing through the way, and they are looking at me. Something is strange. So I decided to shift the timetable, and at on one day I sat down and wrote precisely to what change I wanted, I needed, and I just randomly thought that I should wake up early and study in the morning by 4 a.m. It was not because of any kind of greediness that it will increase my, you can say, efficiency, but yeah, I was in the flow and I decided to study in the morning. So for few days I have been waking up at 4 a.m. sharp, because I had experienced that whenever I decided to go to bed again, I mean to snooze the alarm, I had a habit that whenever the alarm rung, I just put the alarm off, and I thought like I used to thought I used to think that after the second time alarm would rung, I would be getting up. But that second term never came. How many times? Mm, many times the alarm rang, but I just put it off, and after a point, the alarm stopped ringing. So that study didn't work for me. So I decided that whenever the alarm would ring, I would, you know, take immediate step. I would stand up, put the alarm off, and would not go to the bed again. Despite being any kind of laziness or any kind of you know intensity of sleep, I decided and I stuck to that. So I have been doing so. It has been proved very efficient. I mean, it may feel kind of dozy, sleepy. You think your eyes are not opening, you don't have that much energy to stand up again. You want to sleep for 15 minutes more, 5 minutes more. You just want to go to the bed and just put on your blanket. You just want that. But that my friend is going to ruin your schedule. You have to win the very first battle of yourself against yourself. That is standing up at the first bell. That's what I'm doing, and today I have uh, discovered a new way that I was sleeping at 4 a.m. The bell rang, and I stand up. I have set a music in the alarm as the alarm, and when it rang, it started. The music started, and I began to dance. Yeah, it proved very efficient, and it made me awaken. It made me awake. I was quite uh, conscious, and I did not go to sleep again, despite being the fact that I wanted to at some extent. So, very first thing is that, and okay, talking about the productivity. So, I have improved my productivity not because the productivity is improving because I'm studying in the morning, not that. I mean, yes, it is. It has its significance, of course. Waking up in the morning, early in the morning, you win yourself. You win, or you help yourself to win, and by defeating yourself. The weaker version of you, you defeated that person in the very first battle. That is the morning. Okay, and then if you kind of win, if you win the very first battle of the day, that is the most dangerous or kind of most vulnerable, then it is obvious that you are ready to fight the other battles of the day. So waking up early do affect your efficiency. It increases your efficiency to the next level. But for other thing that the very first battle you win, but there are other battles also that you have to win. You have to defeat your laziness. You have to defeat your reluctantness to do your task. There may be some tasks for you that you just don't want to do. You just don't want to do. You can do anything. You can spend hours talking about that, this and that, but you just don't want to do, and you don't do, and the time uh, when goes to its end. So first of all, every single minute you have to win from yourself. You have to defeat yourself. That is the only funda through which you can improve yourself. I'm not talking about only study. I'm talking about the overall development of yourself. You have to defeat yourself to win yourself. You have to take yourself to the next level, and you did not. And it is a unprecedented kind of strategy or decision. So you have to do something or many things that you have not done so far. So it is, of course, hardworking, but it is kind of enjoying. It gives pain, but that pains you enjoy when you learn to enjoy it. And it also depend on your attitude, how you take pain, how you take the feeling of reluctantness. You just feel that yes, you just don't want to do, but you still keep doing that. This increases your willpower. What is willpower? The things that you don't want to do, but you still do it. That increases your willpower. That increases your productivity, efficiency. Because there are things regarding the growth, and you would really don't want to do that. It is natural because it needs more efforts, more efficiency. The boringness, the frustration would natural, but you have to deal with it. और जहाँ तक बात है मॉर्निंग रूटीन की, तो मेरा प्रोडक्टिविटी लेवल मेरे नाइट रूटीन से बहुत ज़्यादा इम्प्रूव हुआ है. मेरे को टाइम मिल रहा है बिकॉज व्हेन आई वाज स्टडिंग एट नाइट, सो आई यूज टू टुक 6 or 7 hours of the day time to sleep, because rest is also important, bro. Your body needs rest, your body needs recharge time. So I have put a fixed recharge time for my body, and it is not easy, but it is simple, because to some extent I too feel frustrated, I too feel reluctantness towards my task. But the thing is that I did it, I do it, and I will do it. This is the only way through which you can also improve yourself. And the timing is, I mean, if you want to see, I mean, it may suits to you or not, but if you want to see a change or a difference, so you must have to, you know, you must have to study in the morning routine for 6 to 7 days. Then naturally you would agree that yes, this time makes a difference, because when you wake up at 4 a.m. and you go to bed by 10 p.m., so you're thinking that you're having 16 hours to work, to study. 16 hours, see. So you know manage pretty much time to study, and it is really effective. In my case, it is very effective. So I would suggest you, I would eloquently suggest you to study, to shift your study time in the morning, because it do make effect, it do effect, or it do improve the uh, efficiency. So I would suggest you that. So this is for today, and next day I'm assuring you my arrival, and I would make it sure that tomorrow's conversation would be better than today's. Peace. Bye bye.